Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Ooni of Ife again is alleged to have fired two of his foot soldiers, part of his security detail. They said these ones are the mobile security details who were assigned to be bringing in information about Olori Naomi. So apparently they were funded to be following, Naomi's activities, making sure that Ooni of Ife is reported when Naomi is in church, when Naomi is in Akure, when Naomi is in Lekki, when Naomi goes here, and when Naomi goes there. Okay, but you do know that Naomi is a lover to a lot of people. I don't know, for some reason, because of and the grace that that woman has, people love her so much. So from what we are hearing, it is beginning to look as though members of this security detail too became very irritated and unhappy with the way that Kabiyesi has treated Olori Naomi and decided to free the girl. They were not reverting back to the Ooni of Ife with the information that Ooni would need to follow up on issues with Olori Naomi. So recently what we heard was that, that Olori Naomi had a public engagement, speaking engagement in the UK, and so she traveled to the UK. Now, before she traveled to the UK, they said in the apartment, the royal mansion, that she finally did away with the security. Remember the other time they said the maidens and a lot of people, Naomi sent them away. Shortly after she went to Abuja to go and send those ones away, they said she settled the ones in Abuja, but for the ones in Lagos, we didn't hear anything about settlement. They said she sent the maidens away and all of that. It was left with only the chief security officer and his boys, okay, for the royal mansion. Now, we heard that Olori Naomi had to make them go away. So what happened is that the security detail in the royal mansion now is completely new, like absolutely new, as in it's so tight. Of course, okay. And so they are all new. So the ones that were there before are apparently not working there again, but the information somehow did not get to the Ooni of Ife. So Ooni of Ife was busy, doing his things with his wives, being busy here in Ile-Ife and every other thing, arranging, because of course they are preparing very seriously to bring new Oloris into the palace. So while the Ooni of Ife was busy doing all of these things, Naomi was also busy arranging herself. So the said Naomi was able to do away with those securities, and they brought new security detail to the royal mansion. And now the security lock, the key, they use fingerprint to open the door in the royal mansion. They say Naomi had ample time to change everything. And so what we are hearing now is that the security people there are all new, and then Kabiyesi cannot use his fingerprint to go into the mansion anymore. And so they say when this information got to the Ooni of Ife about with the 6 diviners who were able to foretell the future of the children, and they said that the children are all going to be great by the grace of God. That Oletik's son has a military greatness. What do you call Ebony's son is taken after the father. That's Kabiyesi, a cobbling greatness. Kabiyesi is also a cobbler. He's a real estate agent. He is very educated and all of that. He's a real estate mongo and all of that. But above all, he is a cobbler. Like most of the shoes you see Kabiyesi wear, those shoes that sometimes will be looking up like this, then he makes those shoes by himself. He's gifted. So they said Ebony's boy has a cobbling greatness, but no crown. Oletik's boy has a military greatness, no crown. But Tadenikawo has architectural greatness plus a crown, okay? And so when Ooni of Ife saw all of this, they said Ooni of Ife now went to go and relay the message to Olori Naomi and also to find a way to talk to Olori Naomi. Only to get there, they said everywhere was locked. The people, of course, they do know Ooni of Ife, they couldn't stop him. They opened the gate for him to go. They said the driveway from the road to the royal mansion is in far, that they opened the way for Kabiyesi to go inside. When Kabiyesi got there, only to try to use his thumb, the door wouldn't open. To find out, they say Olori Naomi had gone to the UK. So Kabiyesi came back very devastated, really, really devastated. They said that his foot soldiers, who are also part of his own security detail, who have the assignment to be reverting back to him on what Naomi is doing and what Naomi is not doing, they said Ooni of Ife fired them immediately for not letting him know what was going on. Even they knew a lot was going on, but they didn't tell the Ooni of Ife. And they say he was so devastated when he heard that Olori Naomi had traveled to the UK with Tadenikawa. And you know, if it's one thing Ooni of Ife doesn't like, Ooni of Ife doesn't like Olori Naomi leaving the country with that boy, because I don't know why he feels like maybe they will go with that boy or one thing, I don't know, but he doesn't like it. And so what we are hearing is that he was so devastated, and he came back and fired his security detail, who double as his own foot soldiers. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you so much. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.